Just a few hours before the biggest match, Morocco's national team bus disappeared. There was no crash, no emergency call, no warning. It simply drove into a forest that doesn't exist on any map. When the bus returned, one seat was empty, and no one could explain why. The road was silent. A cold wind pushed thick fog across the highway. Inside the bus, the players laughed. Some listened to music. Others talked about tomorrow's match. Everything felt normal until the driver suddenly slammed on the brakes. His hands started shaking. He whispered, "The road is gone." Everyone looked outside. The highway had vanished. No street lights, no buildings, no cars, only endless trees stretching into complete darkness. The GPS stopped working. Every phone lost its signal. Even the digital clock inside the bus froze at exactly 3:33 a.m. Then, a referee's whistle echoed through the forest. Everyone looked at each other. Who could possibly be playing football in a place like this? A second whistle, then another. Suddenly, thousands of voices began cheering. It sounded like a football stadium, but there was no stadium, only darkness. One player slowly opened the window. The cold air rushed inside. His smile disappeared instantly. Faces, none of them moved. They simply watched the bus. Then, one of the figures slowly lifted its arm, pointing deeper into the forest. At that exact moment, every light inside the bus went out. Darkness swallowed everything. Nobody spoke. Nobody moved. Only the sound of the wind remained. A few seconds later, the lights came back. Someone screamed. The last seat was empty. One player had vanished. The team searched everywhere, calling his name again and again, but the forest answered with silence. Then they found something strange. An old football, covered in black mud. Carved into its surface were terrifying words. "The match will never begin until the team is complete." The ball suddenly started rolling by itself, leading deeper into the trees. Then, a laugh echoed through the darkness, slowly getting closer, closer, and closer. The team ran back to the bus. The driver pressed the accelerator. Seconds later, the forest disappeared. The highway was back, as if nothing had happened. The next morning, security officers reviewed the bus cameras, and what they discovered terrified everyone. Throughout the entire journey, someone had been sitting in the last seat, wearing Morocco's jersey, but he wasn't one of the players. No one remembered seeing him. No one remembered him getting on the bus. And ever since that night, anyone who watches that recording hears a referee's whistle, even though the video has absolutely no sound. So tell me, would you enter that forest? Or would you turn back before it was too late?